this right here is Marlin, right? Mar 3LG is 3LG is community. I don't know. But this is a guy that for me came out of nowhere. But he's been pretty associated with the FaZe Boys recently. I think a lot of his fame has come from honestly him being like attractive and doing thirst traps on TikTok, but then also having a personality enough to like make it in streaming, which is rare for the fuckboy type to have the personality to make it in streaming. But as you can see, a lot of clips with Lacey specifically, a lot of clips with the FaZe Boys, some clips with Aiden, I believe. But yeah, he's been going crazy on TikTok. He's been going crazy on YouTube. And I will say, if there's one dude that, you know, is really breaking out this year that didn't have much of a platform last year, it would be Marlon. However, boy's getting canceled right now. He's getting canceled right now. You might be asking, for what, B-Souls? Allegedly being a PDF file. So let's see. How old is Marlon? So according to this, Marlon is 23 years old. For the context of everything we're talking about, let's just figure out how old this guy is. For the context, he is 23 years old. Okay, I believe he's from Australia as well, or Sweden or something. I don't think he's from the States for real, but I think he moved here. And this is the one that's really going viral.
But this is Marlon, and this is what I found. And I made sure that this was taken down because I was so worried for him. I helped him always have this fake image. I've always helped him, even towards his family. I've helped him have this fake image also with you guys that watch him, that didn't know that he's lying to you guys.
So let's read the leaked DM right here. Okay, I think this is someone who swiped up on his Instagram story. Would you sell pics and I'll cash app you? Marlon then says $1,000. Is that only for one pic or a few? A few. PayPal though, don't have cash app.
I've helped him lie to you guys that he doesn't have a relationship and that he's single while he was doing girl content with everybody else. I'm exposing him because I have to stand up for myself. And you guys should know.
Okay, so a claim made right there. He was doing girl content while having a girlfriend privately.
That he's single while he was doing girl content with everybody else. I'm exposing him because I have to stand up for myself. And you guys should know. You guys should know who you're watching. A guy that lies about drinking, about everything, how he's a man of God. This is not true. How is this a man of God? Please tell me.
And I think another component of this, side note, I don't know who this is. Another component of this is like Marlon has made it a part of his content that he's turned a new leaf. He's a man of God, all these different things. He doesn't drink, but apparently he's getting exposed for being someone who drinks.
This is how he got money for a long time. He was doing this to multiple people. This is not a screenshot that's mine. This is a screenshot that somebody posted on a page called LPSG. And I made sure this was taken down to keep up his fake image. And this is the what's it called? The mails that I made. This is me, obviously. Me making sure that this is all taken down for his image because I didn't want him to be exposed. I always was the ride or die for him. I did everything for him, guys. We were in London in September.
Who is she?
In a hotel. He FaceTimed the gay guy in front of me, and the gay guy sent money to Marlon because he was showing his biceps and abs and whatever. This was right in front of me, guys, and this is proof.
Okay, so that's a video right there. Apparently there's a little bit more.
Using somebody in New York too that he was staying with. a really nice family. The wife's name was Terry, and they had a really nice house in, I think it was New Jersey, not New York. And he promised to pay the rent for a room in their house. He never paid for nothing at all. He ignored them. He left them cold on red. Afterwards, after he left the house, he left with nothing, no payment, nothing. American guy, and they have a house, and he also went there. They had like a shed or like a backyard house, like a pool house, whatever. He asked to stay there and pay them or whatever. He never paid, never even a thank you, nothing. Just left them cold too. This is the way he's brought himself up to fame. You guys think that he is disciplined. You guys think that he is hustling. You've never seen this kind of hunger, W hunger, whatever you guys say, W hunger.
Yeah.
But it's just using people. It's just using people. It's just manipulating.
Okay. So, apparently claims of him faking homelessness, scamming a bunch of families to let him stay at their house. And here's another one.
I don't know what time it is. We out here in the 365, baby.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Just from this thread alone,
But this
maybe it's just me. Shit's kind of weak. Am I crazy for saying that shit's kind of weak? So let's just analyze like a lot of the claims here. So one is the faking homelessness part, him not paying rent. I guess he was. I don't. Does that even necessarily mean he was faking homelessness? I guess he didn't pay rent. Am I supposed to cancel someone for not paying rent? I don't know. I don't like. I guess it's a dickhead move. Like if I was a fucking property manager, I'd be mad as shit. But like, am I supposed to cancel someone for not paying rent? Like what the fuck? I don't know. The second claim here is what is the second claim here? Sending pics to men. So, you know, one of the components about him is like he's a traditionally attractive person. Again, he does a lot of thirst trap content and all of that, and apparently men be sliding up in this shit. Pause. Oh my god, crazy pause. They be sliding up on the stories asking for pics, and he be giving them pics for $1,000 apparently. Am I supposed to cancel him over that? I don't know. What was the other claim? Hold on, because there was another one.
I've helped him have this fake image to you guys. I've helped him lie to you guys that he doesn't have a relationship and that he's single while he was doing girl content with everybody else.
Another part is him doing girl content when in private he actually has a girlfriend. Again, am I supposed to cancel him over that? Am I supposed to cancel him over that? Like, I know we actually had this conversation on the last pod. Like, there's OF models out here that be doing skits with men while they have a man at home, while they have a fucking family at home. I think this is one of those things where like people are so parasocial on the internet, and I understand that's such an overused word nowadays. People are so parasocial on the internet. People believe everything is real on the internet, and there are content creators that know y'all do. They take advantage of that, and they essentially just do whatever is gonna get them views. But in actuality, that's not how they actually live their life. You know what I'm saying? So with Marlon over here, bro, he's gonna do girl content because y'all eat that shit up. It's gonna help him bolster his career. It's gonna help him bolster, his platform. But does he actually have a girl, like a girl he's committed to in the background? Possibly. Now again, is that something I'm going to cancel him over? No. What? I don't care if like I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, Marlon actually has a girlfriend and he's lying to us with the like. I guess you can look at his content differently now, but again, is that something to cancel him over? No. That's like canceling that this is similar to that whole wave of people canceling prank channels for making fake pranks. I don't care. I don't care if who cares if pranks are fake? I mean, like, who cares? Now, I think the one thing that may be like the most cancelable part of this thread is him cosplaying as a man of God and using Christianity to bolster his content, and then like turning around and like actually drinking and doing all that stuff and lying about that part. Like, I think that's the most serious allegation out of all of this. But I'm gonna be honest, if him lying about being a man of God is him being gay, allegedly, right? Like, if that's the claim, if the claim here is, oh my God, he talking about being a man of God and being a Christian boy, all of this, but in actuality, he's gay and he drinks alcohol, I'm sorry. That is weak sauce. I'm sorry, bro. That is weak sauce to me. Again, I am not going to cancel him over that. However, that's probably the most bail. That's probably all the bail I will throw Marlon here, because the other stuff, that's where it kind of becomes indefensible. I ain't gonna lie. So, there's some clips coming out of Marlon making some jokes about underage women. And that's really what is getting him under fire.
I would dead ass. Bend your shit over. Small, fat, young, old. Underage, overage.
Whoa!
Give me back shots. After back shot. After back. See, bro.
So that's one of the clip right there. One of the clips. Let's see if we have another one right here.
Under the clock. Age under the clock. Age under the clock. Age under the clock.
That was my bad, y'all. So this is another one. I don't even know if this is from a stream. He's like acting as if he's getting head, and he's talking about, oh, age under the clock, age under the clock. I'm pretty sure he's joking. Okay, I'm definitely. I don't know. Because that sounded like I just defended him. I'm not trying to defend him in that instance. But yeah, that is definitely weird shit to joke about. Listen, I listen. Jokes are jokes, but I think certain jokes aren't even funny. I think certain jokes aren't even funny. Was that funny to y'all? Is that the clip for him? Like, that ass. Like, if we're clip farming, is that the clip farm? I don't care who you are, overage, underage, minor, not minor. I'm like, is that the clip farm? Do you really think that's the one that's like really gonna blow you up? Like that's insane. That's insane. So listen, I do think he will come out and say he was joking. I probably will predict that he will come out and take accountability from this. And I do think in all of this, you know, this part of the conversation is definitely where he definitely should be held accountable for. But for better or for worse, depending on how you look at it, I do think ultimately this is something that's just gonna pass over. He will continue to have the numbers that he's having, and people really won't care about this. I think for better or for worse, chat, people just don't care enough about a lot of things in life. Maybe this is a deeper point right here. I think ultimately especially when it comes to content creators, people just want to be entertained, and they don't really give a fuck what, you know, you're trying to do. What you do, unless it's like egregious. Because I think a lot of people will again just look at these as like tasteless jokes. Very weird jokes, by the way. But this will just pass over. That may be some sort of bail. I don't know. Don't take me as a weirdo for saying that. But I think the reality of the situation again is just this will be another situation that blows up for a couple of days. He'll take accountability. This is something that will be continuously brought up in the future. I will say that. Definitely something that will continuously be brought up in the future. If he says something crazy, there are gonna be crazy quote retweets talking about, wait, ain't this you? Ain't this you? People will pull that card. But I think ultimately he made some tasteless jokes. People will just keep it pushing forward. And that's ultimately all that's gonna come out of this. I think the stuff from earlier, though, that is weak sauce cancellation. A lot of that was weak sauce cancellation, unless I missed something. But yeah. Hey, man. A lot of people were also saying it's kind of weird that a lot of this is coming out now that he's starting to blow up. Which there may be some legs on that. There may be not. I don't really know. But I think if there's one lesson to be learned, is a lesson that already should be learned. Don't ever idolize any of these favorite content creators. Don't ever idolize any of your favorite content creators, regardless of how authentic they make themselves out to be. Because I'm going to let you in on a secret. A big part of the game is selling authenticity. That's a big part of the game. A big part of growing on social media is making yourself as relatable as possible, making yourself seem as authentic as possible, even if you actually aren't that authentic in person. There's definitely a meta to social media. There's definitely ways, there's definitely things that you need to say to garner the audience that you want, regardless of what audience you're trying to garner. And the best content creators know what they need to say. The best content creators know the rules that they need to play within, know the game that they need to play, and they play it perfectly. They play it perfectly. Even if these are things that they actually don't believe in. They just know they just know what's gonna get them views. Ultimately, they just know what's gonna get them views. They just know it's gonna keep the checks rolling into the door. And just don't ever idolize these people. That's my ultimate thing. And that's a tough reality to deal with, because I believe there are genuine, authentic content creators out there. I truly do. I don't think everyone out there is a bad person. I don't think everyone out there is just, fake behind the scenes. Everyone is just playing a character. But I think as a viewer, you gotta go into content with that mentality that this is just all entertainment. That these aren't people to be idolized, because there are too many cases of people being fake. And then, your whole perception about your favorite content creator just changes. So it is one of those cases where it's just safer to assume everyone's a bad person, for lack of a better term, than assume everyone's a good person. And then when you get duped, you're gonna feel silly. You're gonna feel silly.